trying to get rich with triple leveraged ETFs. And one of them is TQQQ. It's supposed to make you triple the money of the Nasdaq or lose 3 times as much. Well, if you want to find out what could happen if you use this in a long-term buy and hold portfolio that goes to cash during recessions, there's an app for that right here. Now, if you want to get rich using real estate, you see there's a very smooth trend line for real estate, and it's not nearly as hectic as stocks. Now, there's a huge advantage to having all the information that is in this app. There's unemployment data and treasury data. So unemployment data is important because you could see unemployment goes up before a recession, or at least at the beginning of a recession. And that tells you the stock market is about to crash or is on the beginning of a crash. And the treasury data is important because when short-term interest rates are higher than long-term interest rates, it's followed by a recession. See this gray area in the chart. So when this line goes negative, there is going to be a recession. That data is the blue line here. When it goes negative, there's going to be a recession. Also, you see unemployment going up. And sometimes that has a huge crash. Then the Nasdaq was 80% on 2000 to 2003, 50% from 2008 to 9. This app tells you to go to cash when there's a recession, and it's green when there's no recession. And you look at this simulated portfolio here. Amount of money like $10,000 can go to $4 million in a short time if you follow this app. It could also go to 0, but in this simulated portfolio, it goes to 4 million. However, that depends on the stock market continuing to go up. If you're going to put money in now, it might not go up. How do you know what it's going to do? You need this app. This one tells you what's going to happen in the future for the next 10 years. This pink line here, or magenta line, it is very closely followed by the reality, what actually happened. So the blue line is your actual 10-year return, and this one is your predicted 10-year return. So you can see right now, 2018, your predicted stock market return for the next 10 years is going to be very low, near 0, about 1.4% now. This screenshot was a few months ago. So, if you get this app, it'll probably stay green here until the next recession. You might make a little bit. This article, Philosophical Economics, the single greatest predictor of future stock market returns, explains how you can predict the stock market a decade in advance with very high correlation from the prediction to the actual returns. It's 91%. If you think you can't predict the stock market, look at this chart again. Yield curve inversion, recession, and stock market crash. Yield curve inversion, recession, and stock market crash. How do you think this is so predictive of the stock market? It's because the Federal Reserve raises short-term interest rates in order to slow down the economy. They did it in 2000, they did it in 2005 and 6, and they're doing it again. And when the short-term interest rates get higher than long-term interest rates, that's the yield curve inversion. That's when investors realize they can get more bang for their buck in short-term investments rather than investing in things that improve the economy. So the economy slows down, you get a recession. Read this article. It's brilliant. This app costs you $10. If you're willing to gamble your money on triple leveraged funds, you might as well get this app as a good investment. It's got market timing here. The green means go for the TQQQ, and red means good cash. If you're going to gamble your money in triple leverage, you need to know when you get in and when you get out. And you really should get this free app. It tells you how much you can expect the stock market to make in the next 10 years. And I wish you well in your investing.